Hey guys, what's up? It's Charlie here, and today we're going to be looking at 10 mugshots that shocked the world. Do you ever see a mugshot in the newspaper or on TV and think, what were those people thinking? Maybe they were wearing something strange, or pulling a weird face. Or maybe they just naturally looked plain weird. Well, here are some mugshots that stunned everyone. And you'll also learn the stories behind them and who the people really are. Before you get locked up, why not subscribe and press the notification bell too. Coming in at number 10, we have Baby Mugshot. So a few years back, someone was arrested and their mugshot was posted online. But it went viral, getting millions of views online. That is because there was a rumor that this person in the mugshot is a baby. That's right, some said this was a tattooed baby getting a mugshot. Many obviously said this is clearly faked, but believe it or not, it's totally real. Don't worry though, it's not a fugitive baby. Instead, this is a man named Corey Smits. Corey is from Wisconsin, USA. This mugshot is actually his 5th one he's ever taken. He's been arrested 5 times for DWI. He's got various bizarre tattoos. This includes a snake tattoo on his neck and a scorpion-looking tattoo on his chin. He's also got 2 extra sets of eyebrows over his own. It looks like he hasn't had sleep in a while. I hope he's not going to get cranky about that. He also has very thin hair, much like a baby. But this is luckily a fully grown man and not a child behind bars. Next up is Bride. So we all know that sometimes people freak out at weddings and run off. That's called jilting at the altar. Well, this next mugshot looks like a scene out of the movie The Graduate. As you can see, this mugshot shows a bride behind bars. Well, her name is Tammy Lee Hinton. She'd actually been wanted by the cops for identity fraud for many years. Well, one day she decided to get married and one of her guests tipped off the cops. Luckily for her, she was able to tie the knot. But apparently, because she didn't have time to take wedding photos before being locked up, she wore her bridal dress in her mugshot. She doesn't exactly look very happy in her wedding photos. But I guess that's the risk you take when you're a wife on the run. Next up is Neckman. So this mugshot was taken just a few days ago and it's already going viral. We've seen some funny mugshots on here, but this one of Charles Dion McGowell is very hilarious. He was arrested literally days ago for possession and fleeing the police. He was taken to the Escambia County Sheriff's Office in Florida. And after they posted a picture of his mugshot online, it got over 1 million shares. There's also been around 500,000 comments on it with many jokes. Some said his neck is still at large. Others said what neck of the woods was he caught in. Some say he may be out of jail neck week. But we really should not find this too funny. If you don't stop laughing, you could be next. But in all seriousness, I'm not sure how Charles feels about this mugshot going viral. He's likely got much bigger problems on his hands, so I doubt he minds. But who knows, maybe once he's out of jail, he'll make the best at being a meme. We've already seen the guy in the hot mugshot turn into a real-life model. And now he's even married to a billionaire heiress. Things sure played out well for that guy, so maybe it will for Charles too. But as of now, he's up to his neck in charges. Next up is the real Joker. So we all know the Joker superhero from the Batman movies. But no one that insane and insane looking could be real, right? Well, that is where you would be wrong. Well, this man is actually named Jeremy Putnam and he was arrested in Virginia. But what was he arrested for? Did he just commit a massive bank heist? Blow up a hospital? Well, no, he was actually arrested for looking like the Joker. You see, in Virginia, it's illegal to wear masks in public. I'm not exactly sure why that is, but that's the law there. He was going about his day just wearing this Joker disguise. But after various 911 calls came in about a Joker on the streets, he was arrested. The funny thing is, he was actually carrying a sword at the time. But in Virginia, it is illegal to carry a sword around. So this guy was only booked for his mask and not his sword. Next up is large behind. So we've seen a man with a large neck. But now it's time to look at someone with something else that's pretty large. It seems like nowadays the popular trend is to have a large behind. We see celebs like Kim Kardashian showing theirs off all the time. But O'Neil Morris is on another level. O'Neil Morris includes her entire body almost as if the cops wanted to highlight how odd she looks. But why is her behind so large? Well, her curves are definitely not natural. She'd actually injected cement and silicone into her behind to make it larger. This is kind of like a very cheap version of a buttock surgery. What was she arrested for? Well, it was doing it to other people. Unsurprisingly, she is not a licensed doctor. But that didn't stop her for trying to make other people's behinds large. You'd think looking at her, you wouldn't want the same effect to happen to you. But she did have many clients. She was actually only arrested after one of her clients passed away, but there are many other patients she's done this to who now have very strange bodies. Next up is clown. Clowns can be funny, but also sometimes scary. While clowns like Ronald McDonald may have made you smile as a kid, other clowns like the infamous killer John Wayne Gacy wouldn't have. Well, one day Cesar Sanchez was arrested in a nightclub, and it was actually purely coincidence as to why he got booked. You see, he was partying in a nightclub dressed in a strange clown costume. Someone then called the cops on him, saying he looked suspicious. Now, while he wasn't doing anything wrong at the club, he did actually have a warrant out for his arrest. Apparently he'd badly injured someone before, so he was booked. Unfortunately, he didn't have a getaway clown car waiting and he was taken to jail. I guess he's now entertaining the other prisoners from behind bars. Next up is Holehead. This is such a famous mugshot, I'd be surprised if you haven't already seen it somewhere online. But there's many misconceptions about this image. Some say it's fake, which it is not. But almost no one knows the real story behind this mugshot, or why the guy is smiling despite his bizarre head shape. Well, this man was actually arrested for pimping, but he got his flattened skull in a car accident. He was high at the time and drove into a pole. He told the Miami Times he was driving, hit a pole, and flew out the front window and landed on his head. When he hit his head, his brain was expanding. So to make way for his expanding brain, the surgeons had to remove his skull. That sounds and looks like it hurt a lot. Next up is Powdered. So this is a very funny photo and there's not much known about it. Clearly this guy looks totally crazy and angry, and judging by the story behind this photo, he is both of those things. He was arrested for stealing, you guessed it, baby powder. For whatever reason, this man was trying to steal baby powder and was putting it all over himself. He was arrested, and despite him looking pretty wild, he did stand for a mugshot and it was posted online. It has since gone viral and looks very funny. At first I thought this may be a terrible attempt at a disguise, but no, it's just a man who loves baby powder. Check out the poll in the top right corner to vote for the most unusual mugshot on this list. I think it's the man with the large neck, as I really want that to be explained. If you guys want more amazing videos, check out my second channel. There'll be a link to that on screen in a moment. But as always, thanks for watching. Check out some more videos on screen right now, leave a like if you enjoyed, and if you haven't already, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to Top 10s.